let's start off. While you state your name on your new rank.
This is Jeffrey Jones. I'm a third Dan black belt, earned tonight through Master D.
You represent
Yes, sir.
Northwest Taekwondo, Martial Arts Advantage, and UTA very, very well,
Yes, sir.
Yeah! Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well done.
And how long have you been training in total now?
In total, Taekwondo since 2007. I did 2 forms of karate before that, so probably a total of about 15, 16 years. Total.
I'm Aaron Everett, and I'm a first-degree black belt. I've been going here for 5 years, counting this month.
My name is Yanni Constantine, and I'm second-degree black belt.
How long have you been training here?
About 8.5 years.
At this studio specifically?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ernie Gates, first degree black belt, soon to be hopefully a second degree black belt.
Okay. How long have you been training here for?
I think it's first week of January 2013.
My name is John, and my belt rank is a first Dan black belt. I've been coming here for 5 years since I started when I was 4, and I'm 9 right now.
My name is Jenny D'Amico, and I'm fourth Dan.
My name is Gun Nguyen. I am a second degree decided black belt. I've been training here for I think about 6 years.
I'm Anthony D'Amico, and I'm a second Dan with 3 confirmations.
So how long have you been training for?
7 years.
Tell me your name.
Erica.
Erica. What's your name?
Jack.
Jack. And what belts are you, Jack?
What belt are you? White. Yellow.
Yellow?
So my name is Reese Eni. I'm a first degree black belt with 2 confirmations, and I've been going here for 4 years.
Danny Johnson, second degree black belt. This is Elizabeth, Eliana, and Elijah.
And I'm Michelle Johnson, and I'm a first degree black belt.
So how would you say martial arts training, you've been in this for a long time,
Yes, sir.
how has it helped you in your personal life?
It's helped me focus. It's helped me. Of course, I'm getting older, so it helps me stay in shape. I love helping other people, watching them come up the ranks that I came up, and I had my sons in it as well, so you get to watch them come up.
Yeah, to be honest, health-wise, I had a heart attack when I was 37. So this is what it got me to, I used to play soccer for so long, then I stopped the activity because I was working so much, and then I got introduced to martial arts. I loved it. That was the thing that it just like fall in my lap, and it helps me with my cardio and everything else. So that, yeah, this is a really excellent sport to do. It has everything in it.
In sports, it helped me memorize things with meanings and everything. I can memorize like football and basketball plays, and it helped me focus more and listen to the coaches and understand them more.
Oh, yeah, very much so. It's my social skills, as I said, but also with my discipline, working at home, doing what I need to do, helping out, and also when I'm on the mat, I'm able to help teach more confidently and to speak more clearly instead of slurring words, speaking fast. I'm able to slow down and actually communicate openly and, without rushing through because I was so nervous. So it helps with my confidence too.
Has it helped your confidence over the years?
Oh yes. Like I say, anytime that you can achieve something, it gives you the mental confidence to keep going. Keep going, and you take it from this angle, use it on this angle. Like friendships and work and anything else.
So, initially kids, they don't listen or they don't do stuff in a orderly manner. So since he joined here, they gave a lot of different options, like, you should do school homework, you should do reading every day 30 minutes, you should do writing, keep your rooms clean, do your own stuff, help your parents. So on a day-by-day basis, they got used to it, and he started listening to elders and being very good in most public places. So, and cleaning his room every week. So it's all been really great, and I'm very happy that I had him put him here. I'm very proud, very happy, because I was learning karate while I was doing my school days, but I didn't get the chance to, proceed further. But when I see him grow so much, it's all because of Master D and Michelle ma'am. So they are awesome, actually.
I know your whole family was
Yes.
at one point.
Yes.
Did it help your family at all?
They did, both of them. My son is very outspoken, is very outgoing, and my daughter, she's in the world out there, she does, with the high schoolers and all stuff. So she's, I'll say she's got that leadership girl in her, and my son the same thing. and they're not afraid to take that step. It's a good program for those kids or adults, whoever comes in. They can give them to take a step to whatever business they can do, or in their class. They're not afraid to speak up. They're not afraid. They can step up and stand out to a bully or something, you know. So that's encouragement for them to. And thank you to the instructors before we came, you know, when we came here, and you guys were here too. So we thank you guys for leading us too.
It's a great place to bring your family. And as a dad, and you're trying to help your kids do some things, help them grow. And this place gives a lot of confidence going through kids. My favorite thing is being able to have my family come here, go through. All of us are black belts, and we did it as a family. We all got through it. And it's just nice to have that as a family exercise that we did. But the confidence that I saw through my children, and most importantly, I think the self-defenses for my daughter and for my wife, it's just nice that they've gone through, at least have some idea that they can, ever do get attacked, they've got some methods and means to help defend themselves.
He has been coming for about 6 months. We come about 2 to 3 days a week, and he has blossomed. His confidence has skyrocketed. He listens, follows directions better, his focus, just with anything, with even schoolwork as well. I personally have seen more responsibility and manners. He's not interrupting when he's, you know, we're talking with an adult. He's really learning respect, following instructions, you know, just little things that I never really thought he wasn't doing well, but this has just improved that tenfold.
Good. I think it's a very family-friendly place. People of all ages and sizes and athletic abilities, backgrounds come, and we enjoy having people here that have diversity. So it's a lot of fun in that aspect.
Yeah, it's very, very welcoming. Great place for a family to train.
Definitely, it helped me with being more vocal and like speaking up for myself. It definitely made me feel like I'm better than what I thought I was, and definitely made me more self-aware of like integrity, perseverance, stuff like that.
Especially on self-defense. I mean, I sometimes travel to large cities, and it's funny, I'm much more aware of people around me, and think about how maybe I may have to defend myself or help defend my family when they're with me. So yeah, that has made me, I think, more of an awareness on that side.
I think it's one thing I would have to say is it's developed perseverance in all three of our kids. Their confidence level is much better. They achieve things outside of this school much more than I think they wouldn't have if they hadn't had this environment to train in.
The instructors are fantastic. I feel like Jack listens to them, he respects them. As a mom, I can tell him to do something 50 times. Master D or Miss Cheryl says it, and it's going to happen. And so it's definitely been amazing to see how much he understands, you know, an adult, an instructor versus kid, and how you respond to an adult versus how you would talk to a child, and you know, to see him growing that much in those areas. We love Martial Arts Advantage. It's a very family atmosphere, but also has the structure that I feel like kids his age really do crave and need.
Right, so you've been doing this for a long time. Tell
Yes,
me
sir.
one of your favorite things that you do when you're training. One of your favorite things, whether it be board breaking, sparring. I'm sure
Sparring
you-
and board breaking. That's my favorite too. Right, because I get very nervous on that. Most people do.
Yes, sir.
My favorites would be pattern and board breaking. Pattern would definitely be for going over techniques and showing the power I have, and board breaking, actually executing them. It's satisfying to just see breaking through all those boards.
I think pattern, I just liked how a lot of the patterns represented different people. The moves represent stuff.
I really like pad drills and sparring. I like the physicalness of it. It helps relieve tension as an adult. It relieves a lot of tension, but there's the control of it.
Probably bag drills, because all the stress from school and everything, you just come here and punch things and kick things.
I like doing pattern because I I like doing all the different techniques, and when you get in like higher ranks, all the different moves, like spin jumps and all that, and all things like that.
I would say in the 7 years that we've been here, we've had an opportunity to just do something as a family. And all 5 of us are able and capable of coming and training together and, enjoying it and having a good time.
To be honest with you, and I'm gonna be open, I don't have a favorite. I love anything about martial arts. I love martial arts since I was a little kid. We watched Bruce Lee's movies and Chuck Norris and those guys, and we just fall in love with those martial arts. We didn't have a chance to do it back in Romania. We didn't have it, and I'm taking advantage right now here because I just enjoy it.
Definitely my favorite thing is to do classes sparring, It's the most free-form thing that we do. It's the most, it's the best way, I think, to actually use everything that you learn in a practical manner without having to go out and actually get into like a street fight, right? Yeah. So, everything that we learn, blocking, moving, footwork, hand techniques, foot techniques, it all comes together in sparring.
I'm probably one of the crazy ones. I like to spar. Spar is a good workout, get a chance to opportunity to try out all different kinds of things. And then when you rotate around, you get different type of people to work with. And some are extremely well with their hands and fists, so to speak, and then some are very, very good with their legs. So I also get, it's the workout too, the cardio that comes with it. So that's what I still like to do.
So you've been coming here for a long time. Do you have like a favorite memory, like a teachable moment or like some funny
My favorite memory, I was thinking about it, is pretty sappy. It's when my son decided that he really wanted to go to class, When he turned 3.5 or so, I couldn't wait anymore. I signed him up to take classes, and he just hated it. He was too nervous, right? He's not really good around new people and strangers. But I started taking classes by myself and just brought him with me to like get used to the school and things. And after a while, eventually he decided he wanted to go to class and asked to jump in. He went to class, had a great time, and that's probably my favorite thing.
Favorite moment, definitely achieving my first black belt. Because I was going up there, he was talking about being a black belt. It's not the end, it's only the beginning of a long journey to, working your way up the ranks. I was really inspired to go ahead and keep continuing, working my way up and working really hard. And one of my most teachable moments must have been, I struggle a lot with focus, and going through with this program, it helped me to be able to look people in the eye, helped me to talk like I'm doing right now, looking people in the eye and help them to talk normally. And so that helped me kind of socialize a lot more, because I used to be very kept to myself a lot.
I do have few. I test with my both kids. My daughter Francesca. We both got our black belts. Those are memories that I will never forget. And then my son, I test for my second degree, if I'm correct, and he's got his first degree. That was my favorite moments, because once in a lifetime you go through with your kids to this stuff. So that was one of the best things that I will remember forever. So.
You're in the leadership program. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what it means to be in the black belt leadership program?
With the leadership program, I'll start with the black belt. With the black belt program, it's kind of a step up from the basic. We go over basic techniques, basic life skills. It's kind of like the ground base. We build up. It's a pyramid. Black belt program, it accepts people wanting their goal is black belt. So we work more on discipline, respect, focus, and then we also work on more advanced techniques. Leadership program helps people to become actual leaders, where they come up and help in the middle of class. They'd always be there, and they have that A+ attitude. Yes sir, no sir, always being ready to do anything. We're helping them become teachers. Not everyone, wants to become a teacher, but we're helping get that attitude, that teaching attitude, very respectful attitude. That's what we're helping them to achieve. Because yeah, absolutely, because then it goes in any other career that you want to go for. Overall, it helps everyone.
Well, Master De Souza and we got Miss Savannah, Miss Cheryl, we learn from those guys. Leadership, it's I think to me, is like not to be afraid to take that step. If nobody wants to do that job, you can do that job, and that's what makes a leadership humble heart.
It's meant to help people who might be nervous of doing this.
Correct.
Or starting, make them feel a little more at ease, realize that we're regular people, we can all do this.
Exactly.
So what are some encouraging words you might have to someone who's a little hesitant?
Try it. All you have to do is try. The worst thing that you can do is not try. Okay? Do not give in to fear. Fear will hold you down. Okay? A little fear is okay. It keeps you in check. But always try to reach your goals, reach your dreams. Don't let anyone stop you, anyone say you can't do this, because you can.
When doing anything new, there's nothing wrong with just going ahead and trying it out, you always have to do that. So whenever you go in something new, just think, you know what, I'm going to try a little bit of it and I'm going to see if I like it or not. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't know much about it until you actually try it, it's just that first step into something new. Everyone has to do it with anything in their life, and this is no different, but we make it as friendly as possible. We're one big family, we work together, we have a great time, and we work to help each other out. That's why you should definitely try martial arts here.
Yeah, sure, because Master D, Madam Michelle, they have been like more than like a teacher, they've been a family, and the way they cared for the kids, they're taking a very good care in teaching. They've been friendly at times where they have to be friendly, and they've been a perfect teacher when they have to be a teacher. So, and the initiatives they brought in, because I haven't seen the methods of, every day they should bring in a sheet of signing in and stating that they've done the homework, whether they read every day, whether they kept their rooms clean. So they look into that every day. Apart from their martial arts, they check with the homeworks also, how good the student is in terms of discipline. So these initiatives, which I don't think I've seen in many other places, and also they are cost effective, they are not pretty expensive for what they are doing. And in 3 years, he has come around the black belt. So the amount of effort he has put, it's all because of them. Without them, he wouldn't have come so far, their dedication to their work. So I would, I'm right now moving out of the United States. If I'm coming back, I'll once again coming here, and I would recommend anybody over here.
It's the most family-friendly school I think I've ever been to. When I got back into the hobby 6 years ago, I shopped around, went to different schools, looked around to see what they were about. And I wanted a school that was somewhat serious, but also something where I could take my kids to and not have to worry about them fitting in. And my son was really worried about meeting new people. The staff here is extremely friendly, very welcoming for especially families. And it was just a great program for my son to get into, get used to people. And he's been taking it for 2 years now, and he's having a great time.
Well, I told the kids I was afraid to speak English before. I was nervous about it, and I always had that little fear what might come out of my mouth if I say it right or wrong, And I was kind of shy. I explained that to them. I was afraid too one point, but this is going to help. We're trying to help them by not thinking about what other people says. Just be you, and let us help you with a few things if we can, to get you out of that shell, so you can proceed with your leadership. You can, anybody can be a leader. You just got to take that step. You got to be motivated by something to get to take that step to become a leader. So I treat those kids like I treat my kids. So that's how everybody should treat everybody.
Definitely don't hesitate bringing your kid to a class. One thing that we have learned is it's taught Jack, when you're in Taekwondo, you're not here to be silly, but you're going to have a lot of fun. And I recommend it 100%, just to see the confidence growth in my son has been worth it. To see him learning new skills, and that will carry on throughout, his life. And you can't put a price on confidence at this age.
It might be scary at first, but after a while it's not. You'll get used to it and you'll get to know some people, and yeah.
Have you made a lot of good friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Not that hard?
Nope.
Okay, I think really to me, what's different and unique about this studio is its friendliness, so to speak. I mean, it's an easy place to come down. A lot of expectations, but yet they're very patient. And it's like I said before, it's a great family place to bring your family to. And if you just give it some time and some patience, and don't be intimidated. We all don't know how to do certain things, and there's always that one or two things we struggle with. That's okay. And I think one of the most things I can remember in the pattern Chung Mu, Mr. D, there was one that was a full spin. And I was kind of embarrassed because I could only get around like 2/3 of the way. And he told me, that's only one move. And after he told me there's only one move, it calmed me down and I got through it. So just the teaching instructors here are just really, really good about that.
I would say I encourage every kid and every family, if they have kids or introduce them to the sport, because it's an excellent sport. I think everybody should do it. It's a good skill to have. Either if they make it to the black belt, that would be excellent. It helps them with their resume. It helps them in their future. Anywhere they go, they will help them and their life skills, lifestyle, basically. So I will encourage finish what you start, basically. If you have start Taekwondo, don't finish it, please, because you will see one day you will need it and it will help you. We were white belts too at one point. So, yes, sir.
Taekwondo is great.
Okay, black belts, thank you for joining me here. I have a question for you guys. You guys have trained a long time. If I were to offer you $20,000 and said I'm going to eliminate all the knowledge you have, take away all the techniques you have, and you're right back in the beginning, would you take the $20,000? Ernie, I'll start with you.
No, sir. We'll not take the $20,000. We've worked our way through this where we're at today. All the lessons we've had, the instruction. No, there's no way I take the money for it. I like where I'm at. I keep going.
What if I said $40,000?
No amount, sir. No amount.
Sir?
No way, impossible. Taekwondo has been such an important part of my life. It's been such an important part of my development, just physically, mentally, emotionally, right? It's made me a stronger person and grew me into the person I am today. So there's no way I can give it.
Awesome. Sir?
Same, sir. With the amount of effort and the time and the growth, mentally and physically, and the values that I've learned through Taekwondo, the confidence, it's not worth any money to trade that. It's not worth it.
So yeah, my situation is a little bit more different. If I take that $40,000, I wouldn't take that money, of course, because my health is more important. I had a heart attack, and at my 37, so money is not. We can make money, but the health we can bring it back. So I would rather be here and train as much as I can until I can't train anymore. And the value of the Taekwondo has been a success to our health, to my family, to everybody else around me. So. We thank you for that, sir.
Yes, sir. Master, sir?
No, sir, because knowledge is power, and power you cannot take away. And no amount of money will replace that.
Sir?
Absolutely not. I think I am richer now for having returned back for what I was always good at, and I feel like I've, come back to what really matters to me. So, no, sir.
Ma'am?
Would not take the money, no. Taekwondo's been very good for me. Started doing this when I was 46 years old, and so age is not, it's just a number. So I would not, the confidence level, everything has just skyrocketed. And I could sit here for quite a while and tell you all the things that I feel like this has brought into my life, but it would take too long.
That's great. And the friendships, we're all really good friends and support each other and have made so many good friends over the years in martial arts, and so that's a big thing too, so a socialization. Now, a lot of you guys, it took maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years to reach some of the levels that Master Vo, you've probably been at this 20 and 30 or years or something like that. So was the time worth it? What would you guys say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Was it
well invested,
time invested?
Yes,
sir. Okay.
We can't look back. The time it brought you.
Very good. Well, thank you, black belt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.